Previously on No Limits.
Quite an honor to be one of the top 24 players in the country.
I saw Jada Williams and I just started screaming. Now I'm a McDonald's All-American.
Being McDonald's was always one of our biggest goals.
This is the most fun game that you are going to play ever.
Yeah, it's senior night. Jada, Brea, Samaya.
Just soaking it all up and getting to celebrate each other.
Always had it in the bag, pulled it out, everybody was shocked. So we have another game against Sierra Canyon, and it's at USC, so it's pretty much a home game for them.
I would definitely say that's our biggest rival right now. We're kind of going back and forth. It's 2-1, and we're gonna have hopefully one more chance to beat them in playoffs, and we got to get that one. We're warming up, and then all the celebrities start walking in. Chris Brown, 2 Chainz, the game is there.
Having those celebrities in the stands supporting women's basketball, it's so special because they chose to watch our game at that time and just support.
The Chosen Ones Invitational at the Galen Center with undefeated Sierra Canyon, #3 in the nation, taking on La Jolla Country Day, 5th in the U.S.
Okay, so if we win the tip, be ready for the half-court trap. Let's go to work.
This is our 3rd time playing Sierra Canyon. We got a new game plan going into the game. We're gonna play them in a different defense to give Juju a different look.
The Tories, 4 of their 5 starters are averaging in double figures in points. One of them is Cunningham, and she scores first.
We knew that Juju was gonna try to hit all her mid-ranges and just try to stop her.
Juju, Watkins.
Samaya got the steal. Cookies!
My mindset going into that game was just play good defense, stop Juju, and do what I need to do for the team.
Brea really liked that. She's so tough.
The Tories are not boxing out right now, Jill. They're giving second chance opportunities.
Come on!
We knew we were gonna struggle a little bit because we've been going through like some team adversity. It was kind of going back and forth.
That's the end of the first half.
Okay, we talked about limiting their offensive rebounds. They have 11. 22 of their 30 points came from O-boards. We're knocking down shots, the hustle energy, like diving on the floor, getting steals and deflections, like I'm super proud of that. But I told you the key to this game, transition, which I think we're doing a pretty good job. Like Nayu sprinting, got tipped from behind. Okay, and Juju hit a couple like, oh, Juju's good. She hit a couple shots. But if they miss them, it's gotta be ours and we gotta be running. We gotta get easy transition buckets, okay? The game is a game of runs. Pace it, pace it, pace it. When it gets to the end, we're gonna make one more basket, then win the damn game.
Our family gets real crazy. They have a lot of fun, and then Juju's family had their shirts off. My dad took his shirt off. It was just a crazy game. They were having fun.
Do you think your mom could dance?
No. No, she cannot.
Watkins already with that rebound.
She's just so unbelievably difficult to stop.
Juju hands out the pocket.
Right now, the game isn't going so well for us. We're getting out rebound. We're not boxing out. We're having careless turnovers. And then, boom, I get hit in the face. My mouth was bleeding and it would not stop.
Are your teeth still there? Yeah?
At first I had thought I lost a tooth, but thank God I didn't. So I'm just sitting on the bench waiting for it to stop bleeding so I can get back in the game.
One stop, you gotta get rebounds, and then push it in transition. That's great. We got fresh legs and then run on the floor. Let's go, fight it back, okay?
Where's on three? 1, 2, 3, 4. In the second half, we had to wrap it up, keep the game close, and really fight. We stepped on the court, we knew that we were playing for each other, so we just had to come in and play our game.
They got to get back to defending better because if you're not going to get stops, you're not going to be able to overtake Sierra Canyon.
The fourth quarter came around, I was still on the bench. We knew this was our last chance to make a run for it and try to beat Sierra Canyon. But we dug ourselves too deep in a hole and we just couldn't get out of it.
We come in with a game plan and we don't execute, so it's kind of like makes me like get a bad taste in my mouth because I hate losing so bad, and we just got to move on and just learn from it, really.
Two are winners of the Sierra Canyon Trailblazers, led by head coach
I lost a game in front of 2 Chainz, the game, and Chris Brown. I'm never gonna make it out, bro.
Tell me the difference in the rebounding.
47 to 22.
Okay, that's the difference in the game. Okay, so we have to go back to the drawing board, go back to practice and figure out how are we gonna box out, how are we gonna keep teams from getting second chance opportunities. I liked all the shots we took today. Defensively, like running out in transition, scoring your layup, like taking good shots, like that was really, really good. So we're gonna grow from this. You know, it just makes us more hungry. Okay, we didn't give up. You know, this is one of the best teams in the country, and you were 5 points away from them. I want you to keep your heads up. I saw some really good things out there today, okay? I think I'm just proud of you guys, okay?
Towards on 3, family on 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, family.
We just touched down in Oregon at the Holiday Classic, and we missed this tournament last year because some people got COVID, so we had to quarantine.
Good morning, guys. Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day, and it gets my day started, gets me energized, so breakfast is really important for me.
You know we gotta eat right before the tournament. I'm feeling great, you know, it's a new day, new beginnings.
I don't eat breakfast. I just can't do it. The thought of eating food in the morning like makes me want to throw up.
Getting our gear that the tournament provides for all the teams.
We just got our gear, you know, we got the Holiday Classic hoodies and the little Nike logo and a nice little gray hoodie.
My old school that I went to is a small private school, so we didn't travel at all. I think we're very lucky. We take the opportunity, you know, when we get in big games and big tournaments like this, just to, you know, be in the moment and just enjoy it, really.
Malia's gonna be a super good player. She's only a freshman and under T-Bam. T-Bam can take her all the way. So T-Bam hit me up like the week before we left for Oregon and was like, we're gonna be on a panel with Sierra Canyon just talking about women's basketball. I'm used to talking about it, so I was excited to drop some knowledge to the other girls.
We are so glad that you are here tonight. This is now the largest girls basketball tournament on the West Coast.
We love being in the best tournaments with all the competition from people around the world.
Here are our guests, Jada Williams.
Speaking in front of hundreds of girls is kind of nerve-wracking sometimes, but I don't think I was nervous. I'm kind of used to talking in front of people now, so I was going up there confident.
What would you say are the biggest challenges facing young women and players today?
But probably the number one is mental health. There's so many different ways that kids get influenced in the mental aspect of the game. But just being a teenager and being a high school basketball player, and so I think that the stigma there is something that needs to be discussed more.
The biggest challenge, I would kind of go off mental health, positive and negatively. I feel like we learn how to go through adversity. Young females, we go through inequalities, like we don't get the same thing as boys get. We're constantly fighting that. We're constantly fighting the social media battle now. Who I want to be, how do I get money, like NIL now. So I think there's a lot of different aspects.
True, Jada, that's facts.
I think a big thing that I preach is always just control your controllables. You know, and that's the only control that you have. Every day is a journey, and give it your all.
I feel like, especially with social media, a lot of people portray like somebody that they aren't necessarily, that they aren't. So I would just say be yourself, and that's kind of something that I preach.
Coach and Jada did good up there on the panel.
Ladies, thank you so much, and we appreciate all of you.
I kind of knew what I was talking about. I'm used to talking about NIL and being a high school women's player, so we had a good time.
First game we play against Barlow. We don't know who they got, but we know we gotta do what we gotta do.
We're excited to play the games because last year we couldn't make it because of a COVID outbreak.
I hope you're ready, cause I'm ready now. Ain't a man in the cage gonna let me out.
The whole team is eating. We went on an 11-2 run, and we just kept it going.
Good job, good job.
This past year, I've been working on my mid-range pull-up, especially my floaters. It's my go-to move. Somebody I think my game resembles is Kevin Durant, because he's a 3-level elite scorer. I feel like that's me as well. I can score at all levels.
I'm telling y'all, I've been working on those. Bray hit an and one and the girl was mad, so I just had to hit her with a
Being up, we get to see the freshmen come in and we get to support them and cheer them on and just be loud.
Okay, Malia, I see you, kid.
We got the dub, it's a great feeling, happy. Next time on No Limits.
We bringing all the energy out in this shoot around.
5, 6, 7, 8, walk.
We're just always goofing around, but we can get serious fast.
Baby game on the way.
They're just, getting the game experience they need. They're looking good out here, not even lie.
We played Benson. Of course, they're from Oregon, so they had a really good crowd, and we had no parents there.
I can tell you they can light it up.
This is a tight game.
Oh boy, this is hard to watch.
Yo, Megan, what you got on?
Besides this video on my laptop, I'm rocking the Star Play collection.
Sheesh, that's a banger. Where'd you get that?
The Overtime Shop, duh! Just click right here and get fed like me.